Waldis to finish it off. No outs in the bottom of the 11th. First and second for Keene. It's going to come down to the wire. David Bedgood, a terrifying specimen in the box. He's been in this situation before, and he has done it almost nearly, 3 weeks ago? As he hit that walk-off winner. It was a 14-12 win for the Keene Swamp Bats. Absolute anarchy at Alumni Field. For the fans, they dwindled down. It was currently a crowd of 1,035 to be exact, as specifically attendance, but now has dwindled down to, I'd say, about 850 to 900 fans. But they're still here in full force because this game has been wild to the end. David Bedgood in the box, a 6-5 ball game. Waldis from the stretch. Bednar off first, Welsh on second, arguably two of the fastest players on the Swamp Bats team. Waldis settles, looks in, and delivers. Popped up and foul. It'll be an 0-1 count, and that is the first batter, I believe, that Waldis has actually gotten ahead of the count in this half inning. Nothing to be rude, just that's what happened, honestly.
Hey, stating the facts, that's your job.
0-1 count. I'm sure you've had plenty of scuffles with the Quinnipiac Athletic Department about choice of wordage. Waldis from the stretch, the 0-1 to Bedgood. Waldis needs an out. If he gets a double play, it's even better. The righty delivers, and a ball inside. A 1-1 count to Bedgood. And now if you walk Bedgood, you got bases loaded, no outs, and Will Wagner in the box. This is why the Swamp Bats are how good they are. They are the 1 seed for a reason. They are a terrifying team up and down the order. Waldis settles with Welsh off of second, covered aggressively by Isaac Alexander. The righty looks in and delivers. Grounded. Pass, Randall Bednar into the outfield. Rounding third is Kevin Welsh. He will head home. Firing to home is Joe Lamuccio, and Welsh is safe. It's a 6-6 ball game. And now the go-ahead and game-winning run is on third. Keene needs one hit. It's a 6-6 ball game. It's going to come down to the wire for Hunter Waldis. He had the lead, and now it has been diminished to a tie ball game.
Well, that shows why David Bedgood is one of the best hitters in the NECBL. He turned his game around. He was 0 for 4 to start his game, but since then, an infield-style single and a single to right field shows why he's dangerous. And now the infield comes in. The Blue Sox are going home with anything as they have runners on the corners with nobody away, and Will Wagner a chance for another walk-off.
My goodness, the same exact situation almost. Will Wagner in prime position to get a walk-off. And that will be the second of this series. 6-6 ball game. Waldis from the stretch. Valley infield in. Stealing second is David Bedgood. And there will be a defensive indifference on that one. They only care about the runner on third. For Valley, a 1-0 count with no outs. In the bottom of the 11th, one run has been scored by Valley. And an intentional walk. They are going to let Will Wagner head to first. I don't really know what the point of that was, but okay, fine.
I think what they may be trying to do is set up the force out. So now if the infield gets the ball, they can throw home, and all Nate Monastra has to do is step on home. So you can get that force at home. You can get a force at every base right now. So I think they were also trying to do that while simultaneously avoiding the bat of Will Wagner. Not that Kyle Ball is any treat by any stretch of the imagination, but now there's a force at every base.
Waldis from the stretch, bases loaded. Wagner on first, Bednar on third, and Bedgood on second. Ball in the box, a 0-0 count, no outs in the bottom of the 11th. Waldis delivers, and fouled off by Kyle Ball. For Waldis, it's coming down to the wire. If he gives up the game-winning run, it will be the biggest heartbreaker for Valley. They pulled off a miracle comeback, and now they are in danger of blowing the game to the Swamp Bats for the second time this series. Waldis from the stretch settles and delivers the 0-1. Lined and foul into the Swamp Bat bullpen, and just over the head of Jonathan Edwards, who is still warming up in the Swamp Bat bullpen. 0-2 count. If Waldis strikes out Ball, now you've got yourself a really crazy scenario where an infield double play could end the inning. Waldis from the stretch, Ball in the box. Monastra giving signals to the right-hander. Swamp Bat, bases loaded, and Valley infield in. Delivers, and fouled off by Kyle Ball. It'll remain an 0-2 count for Ball. He is currently 1 for 4. A single, a walk, a ground out to the pitcher, a pop out to right, and a ground out to the second baseman. what became the rally buster for the Valley Blue Sox. But now tied again at 6. Waldis from the stretch, the 0-2 count to ball, delivers. Line deep into right field. That'll be a base hit. The game is over. 7-6. Swamp Bats win in wild fashion. They're heading to Martha's Vineyard or the Newport Goals, whichever you prefer. The Swamp Bats are going to the NECBL championship, and the most absurd fashion has happened. The game is over. Keene has won. An absolutely wild game, and for the coaching staff of the Valley Blue Sox, they are going to maybe appeal. I'm not really sure what they're appealing toward, but it looks like the game is over. The 7-6 ball game. The umpires, of course, giving notion. Head coach Gary Calhoun looking to the home plate umpire Donald Goller. And that will end the ball game. A walk-off winner for the Keene Swamp Bats. They win 7-6. The game is over. The series is over. Keene wins, and they are going to play either Martha's Vineyard or Newport Goals tomorrow evening.